Today I'm showing you my best sniper build and my best gem build. Now all my cards in my deck have been thoroughly tested through multiple games of veteran and recruit. I have not done any nightmare, but let's face it, nobody's beat nightmare yet, so realistically if you're looking for any build for nightmare, you're looking in the wrong place. But I'm not one of those people that just throws out cards. I actually test my cards, and I'm going to be going over what are the best weapons to use with this build, what are the best attachments to use with this build, why I have the cards in the placements that I have them in. And let's get. So before I get into the cards of this build, I'm going to offer a couple of suggestions on how you could tweak it depending on your sniper playstyle. Just really quickly going to tell you the weapons that you should be using with this build. Now, ideally you want the Barrett, but until you get the Barrett, if you're a sniper, you can use the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a pretty decent sniper rifle, just does not hit anywhere close to how the Barrett hits. Next up, for our secondary, we have the Uzi. Now, alternatively, if you find a really good MP5 or there's no Uzi in the starting room and you grab a MP5 or UMP, that's fine. But ideally, you want the Uzi for its high rate of fire. When we do have a couple of enemies on us that we can't snipe out real quickly, the Uzi is perfect. Attachments that you're looking for these guns, regardless of any of the guns I mentioned, are bullet damage, weapon swap speed for faster reloads, ADS speed or movement speed, extended mag on the Uzi, and the sights of your choosing, but I do not recommend using a 2x or a 4x sight on the Uzi, since that is going to be mainly for close quarters and when you want to just fire one shot on your sniper rifle and switch back to the Uzi to mow down mobs just a little bit quicker. And that is going to be the strategy of gameplay. It is going to be taking out your sniper rifle mainly to take out specials, mutations, switching back to the Uzi to take out groups of hordes and just mow down 4 enemies faster than you could shoot them with the sniper rifle. But if you're an all-out sniper, you can just keep sniping and then switch to your Uzi when enemies come up on you. That is going to be your choice. But now let's get into the cards. So our first card is 2 is 1 and 1 is none, so we can equip 2 primary weapons and we can have a submachine gun as our secondary. Alternatively, you could use a shotgun or an AR if you really want, but my build, I really do recommend using the Uzi. With this bullet penetration in this build, the Uzi shreds. The Uzi, in my opinion, is by far the best submachine gun, and it does the job of getting the enemies off you. You switch to your submachine gun when they're on you. You kill as many as you can with the clip, but there's still more. Keep backing up, melee punch them off. You fire one sniper rifle bullet. By that time, you can swap back to the Uzi. It'll be fully reloaded, and you can finish them off. So I do highly recommend that weapon combo. Next up, we have weapon swap speed. Well, if that's the strategy of how we're going to play the game, then we want weapon swap speed. Regardless if you're going to be a primary sniper, you probably want to swap to your secondary as fast as possible when needed. So next up we have aim and reload. Now if we were playing sniper lead and sniping out a map would be one thing, but we got zombies coming every which way, and when a horde is accidentally triggered, we got zombies on our backside. The timing of firing one sniper rifle bullet reloads the Uzi. The timing of firing the full Uzi clip or half the Uzi clip reloads the sniper rifle, so it doesn't matter which weapon you're primarily more using at the time. You're constantly reloading your other weapon, which is really nice. Using the sniper rifle is the least commonly used type of ammo. Generally, you almost never ask for sniper ammo to begin with. The pistol ammo you're generally good on, and if you need a little more, you can ask, and that's not a problem. Just don't run with a team that's running all SMGs. At that point, you're going to have to swap to an AR versus an SMG to make sure that you have the ammo. But a negative 15 ammo capacity does not negatively impact this. So for our fourth position, it's going to be a little bit player based. So I like Mark for Dev because as a sniper, you're generally playing from a vantage point. You generally have the ability to mark a lot of the mutations, the bosses, and let's face it, if you're playing a sniper build, you like to snipe. If you like to snipe, you're probably good at marking targets. So I like the Mark for Dev here. It's very It's not easy to mark targets, actually. You have to be fairly precise. You can't put the mark off to the left or the right. If you couldn't shoot the target with a sniper rifle bullet, you can't mark the target by hitting the mark button. But I do like Mark for Death because it's a very easy way for your team to take down mutations early in the game. Alternatively, you could use Glass Cannon, Shredder, or Patient Hunter in this position. You could move them up, but I like Mark for Death early because I'm not taking the health handicap as early in the game as possible and allowing my team to get a little bit set up more. For our next position, we could go with Shredder if we haven't found the Barrett yet. The Shredder is not for the Barrett or the Phoenix. The Shredder is for your Uzi or MP5. The Shredder allows you to do 15% damage real quick. Now, the Uzi's rate of fire is just ridiculous. So you're just racking that up. By the time you've dumped half your clip, you're already basically at max damage. So the Shredder is really nice. And while you're doing this, your team, if they're firing at the same time, they're getting 15% bonus damage as well. Patient Hunter as well is really nice with both guns, especially when you're holding down the sniper rifle or the Uzi. Get up to 30% extra damage is really. Next up we have Silver Bullets. So Silver Bullets is twofold. You get 10% extra damage to both guns, which is really nice. The sniper rifle comes with so much bullet penetration to begin with. The bullet penetration, yeah, it just makes it even more of a monster, but the bullet penetration is not for the sniper rifle. The bullet penetration is actually for your SMG. Because of its high rate of fire, this allows it to clear out mobs really quickly, and you'll be killing most dudes within 1 to 2 bullets in the head. And when they shoot through, you can just clear through mobs, especially if you don't hit the headshots and you're aiming more at the body shots to clear out the mob. You can get a lot of hits in groupings with your Uzi. So this is really nice for both. Next up we have Glass Cannon. Now I already talked a little bit briefly on this, moving the position up. You could do that. But there is something to keep in mind with this. Negative 30% health, if you run a bonus health card like 15, 25, 40, that health is going to be negatively impacted by 30%. So this is a really good card to do very high damage with your Barrett, very good damage with your Uzi, and you can basically shred dudes because that stacks up that 15% too so quick. But you're just going to have to look at what position you want to put this in. Next up, we do want some weak point damage. Now, I do recommend saving hyper focused for when you know you got a boss. This is really good for the bosses. It's good for the weak spots too, but you get so many armored enemies. If you don't have a lot of armored enemies at the moment, this might be really good to put on as well. If you're stacked with armored enemies, it's not going to do you that much good. And you might want to just move up to Confident Killer. It doesn't take that long to kill 15 mutations, but it doesn't take that short of a time either. So this gives you a lot more damage in the second half of the map, not as much in the first half. Next up we have large caliber rounds. You can actually swap this card out for any stamina or health or defensive card you want as well. This is just 7.5% extra damage, and it also negatively impacts our stamina, and we don't really need the bullet penetration, but to make our sniper rifle pretty much one shot and two shot all the mutations, I am going heavy on the damage, but this card could be easily swapped out for whatever you feel you are missing most in the build. If you need a little bit more speed, or you need a little bit more health, or you need a little bit more stamina, you can swap it out for that. You could also move up Run Like Hell as well, getting rid of this card completely, but I like it. So next up we also have 10% more damage on the sniper rifles, 10% more damage on the pistols. If you're running out of ammo on either one more than the other, take that one instead. Personally, I do really like the Run Like Hell a little bit to give a little bit more movement speed to my sniper for backing up and running, and you could easily move that up. I'm debating that as well. Sometimes I do it. And the last card in the deck is Body Armor. 25% trauma resistance with the negative impact of 15% ammo capacity. Once again, you don't really go through too much sniper ammo. By this point, you got bonus team perks for ammo and everything. So it's not that bad losing another 15% ammo. You could move this up as well. If you're going to run Veteran and you're going to run down in front, I highly recommend this is the card that you take out in place of down in front, and then move down in front up into like the top position or the second position. Either or, doesn't make a difference. Anyway, that is my best sniper build. I hope that helps.